For so many people, standing out from the crowd feels scary. The thought alone makes you panic, knees go weak and palms get moist. And yet, the potential upside is really exciting, but it's not easy. Every time that you turn a camera on, click upload, or just post a photo online, there's a weird sense that people might think that you're showing off, that you think you're special or better than everyone else. So let's delve into the dilemma of putting yourself out there, how it feels, the struggles, and how it could potentially have a huge impact on your life. So I'm a filmmaker, it's my job, it's my passion. However, whenever I'm out filming, I do my absolute best to make sure not a single person can see me. And when somebody does see me, I turn it off, I pretend I wasn't doing anything, I look at my phone, make out like I'm watching birds or something like that. Essentially anything but filming in public. And as much as I know it doesn't really matter, when people see me, I do get some strange looks if I've got my camera out. And yeah, I can't help but feel quite awkward. Maybe it's a little different in a big city or even in America, where I feel like it's a bit more celebrated to try and make something of yourself, where in the UK there's very much a culture of, you don't want to stand out, just be grateful with your job. And yeah, if you go against the grain, people will make fun of you. And yeah, it's a shame because, if you're seen to be really ambitious in the UK, people make fun of you. And yeah, it's a very strange culture. I'm very much used to it, but trying my best to get on with it anyway. And it's such a shame as well to think how many talented people have never really been able to thrive or give it 100% due to the fear of people trying to tear them down just because they want to achieve big things. Creating things and then putting it out there for the world to see is tough. It's essentially you breathing life into the texture of your mind and giving it a visual representation. And putting that out on show can feel really daunting. It's an insight into your mind and you as a person. So when someone thinks that it's not very good, or maybe they just don't agree with it, it can be really easy to take it to heart. I know that personally for me, my videos never come out looking the way that I'd want them to. That could be down to things like equipment, weather, locations, and usually my own skill level. The thing is, we're always going to have some constraints whenever we create things, and that unfortunately is normal. Therefore, knowing that, hopefully we can try and make peace with the fact that nothing is ever going to be 100% exactly how we wanted it to be. That really should act as a weight off of your shoulders and a bit of a call to action to create things regardless of the situation. So when comments and criticism and praise end up coming your way, you can then be a little bit more detached from that and realize it's not directed at you, but instead the avatar that you've created and present out into the world. And hopefully that means that your ego won't get out of control, just in case people start to say that you're amazing. Now, I've learned this from experience. I'm not in a big city or anything like that, so naturally my life is pretty quiet. And not only that, my default setting is to go through life in quite a relaxed way. However, what I've realized is if I go even a few months not putting myself out there, not talking to people, making connections, and most importantly, creating things to share with others, everything goes quiet. Nobody reaches out to me, and I definitely don't get any new opportunities. It's only when I start to make things and put that out into the world and put myself out into the world, then the ball starts rolling and good things start to happen again. And I can't help but think how many opportunities I must have missed over the years from simply just not being visible. But yeah, I guess what I've kind of come to learn is that you just can't expect things to fall at your feet if the world doesn't even know that you exist. I suppose really what I'm trying to get at is that I think in order to get what you really want, you're going to have to let the world know about you and your talents as well. By the way, the thing that I spoke about earlier in the video where people watch you and you just feel that urge to like turn the camera off, that literally has just happened. 2 people have just turned up and watched me film the last few things that I've done, but I just tried to forget about it and keep filming, and yeah, surprise, surprise, it was fine. They just walked off. Yeah, I'll try and keep that in mind the next time I get the urge to just stop what I'm doing and pretend I'm not doing anything. Yeah, it all works out fine in the end. Okay, so let's say that you've gotten to the point where you've decided you want to be visible to the world. You want to show off your talents and you don't mind putting your face or opinion out to the public. Now it's time for consistency, playing the long game. So the other day I had a video call with a filmmaker who I look up to a lot and admire, and he had a really interesting take on how to network and how to get new business. Previously, when I used to make videos, I just used to post it, send it to a few people, and then hope for the best. But in fact, what he suggested was a much better method. Essentially, find the people who you want to work with and build a relationship with. That could be a brand or a director, anyone like that. And then be the guy for 6 months who is commenting on their work, engaging with the things that they make, and just be visible to them. The aim here is to build a rapport whilst also putting out your own work so that they know that you exist, and when they eventually do need someone with your skill set, you're going to be in the forefront of their mind. Because let's be honest, the chance of them needing you at that exact moment when you send that cold email with no trust or relationship in the past is slim to none and probably a bit of a waste of time. So like I've said before, it's all about being visible, gaining trust, and building those connections. Let's take it back to content creation specifically just for a moment. One thought that you might have is, what will other people think? But that in itself is actually the wrong question. Instead, let's try and frame this to, what will the people who I want to watch this think? I imagine it's not your co-workers or your family who are actually your target audience and who you're making things for, so it doesn't really matter what they think of it. They can always just go watch something else. It sounds quite harsh, I know, but I think life's a bit too short to worry about it. You can apply this to so many people that you enjoy and follow online. I'm sure you're glad that they eventually got the courage to put themselves out there. If not, you wouldn't even know about them. So let's just take the OG, PewDiePie. Whether you enjoy his videos or not, he's created an incredibly prosperous life for himself and his family, made millions of people laugh in the process, and raised huge sums of money for charity. He could have easily just hidden away, played games by himself, and carried on as normal. But I think we can agree, he made the right call. So if you're on the edge of putting yourself out there into the world, or maybe you've been feeling a bit more reclusive, or perhaps this topic is just interesting to you, I hope this video has been somewhat encouraging. And you know what, when it comes to content creation and things like that, I totally understand the argument to not bother at all. I think sometimes a quiet and private life can feel quite appealing as well. But I think you'll agree that generally putting yourself out there can lead to some great things. If you found some value from this video, then please consider subscribing. I really appreciate it. Thank you for watching anyway, and I'll see you soon. Cheers.